Hey friends, on today's episode, I am going to be restyling my mantle with some help from a friend. Stay tuned. Okay, so my friend Jill Cowman is an interior designer, and thank goodness she is, because she was able to help me with a problem with my mantle. Now, I already like to layer art. That's something I've been doing for a while, but I couldn't figure out the other parts of my mantle, and she even addressed my fireplace itself, which is never used because I live here in Texas. So stay tuned to this amazing makeover with the help of my friend Jill Cowman.
Hi, Wendy. So today we're going to talk about one of the mantles in your home. Oddly enough, on one of my documents that I'm going to share with you with your mantle and design, my mantle's actually on the front. So anyway, if we go to page one, this is your current mantle in your bedroom, I believe you said. And I don't really find big problems with it. It does work. I know you said, you like the layered art and then you have a problem with the things to the side of it. So let's start by saying that layered art is something that I talk about a lot when I'm teaching how to style your mantle, because basically it's a very interesting way to display art. You can display multiple pieces without actually hanging them, and it becomes a great focal point. It really is basically starting with the center of the mantle, the focal point of the mantle. So it's one way to do that. You can use a mirror, you can use a single piece of art, or you can do what I talk about as layered art, which you have done here, which I think is really great. And I think it goes with everything that you do, in your decor. So having said that, I know you mentioned the objects on the side, you just weren't feeling them as fully pulled together. So I do like the fuchsia candlestick candle holder a lot. Um, Even the white architectural piece on the very end that's small, I like a lot. The piece that stands out to me is not working as well as the gray architectural piece. I like it in and of itself. I don't like it here. Now, when you look at something, you say, well, I just don't like it. That's okay. Trust your gut. So if you look at something and it's just not pleasing, it feels off, looks off, you don't really have to get any deeper into that as to why. You can trust your gut. And the way to really test it out is to remove it, see how it looks without it, and then replace it with something else and see what it can do. So I asked you to show me some things you also have in the house we could use, because I'm a big advocate of using things you already have. You don't always have to buy something new to style your home. So if we look at this page, these were a few of the items you sent me that I feel could work. Um, a candlestick is cool because you could layer it with the other candlestick. It's lower and you could have put them together. Something about the yellow box, I really like the punch of yellow, and I really love the ginger jars. I'm very big on putting ceramics on a mantle or sculptured pottery or vases as layering pieces. So I like your collection of these a lot. So what I did was I went into your mantle and I did a couple things. So the tall fuchsia candle holder that was on the right, I moved it to the left. And there's something about, I like tall pieces on either side of a mantle. Maybe it's because we read from left to right, but I like starting off with the highest piece there. I just think it's visually pleasing. And then I took the white architectural piece you had and I mirrored it up with that. So it's this little pretty grouping with the fuchsia and the weathered white, which works great with the art. And then I wanted to really use one of your ginger jars, so I put the one with the pink tones on the right. Now, you could really use any of them, but when I was looking at them, this just kind of looked the best. It kind of carried that fuchsia theme through. And when you have a lot going on in the center with bright colors and design, it's kind of nice to keep a little bit of consistency so that it's not too busy. So I really liked this color. And then when I look at a mantle, I also look at the hearth and the firebox. That creates the whole look as well. So I like what you had in there, but I also felt that it was competing in some ways with the art, and you didn't know whether to pull your eye there or pull it up. So I wanted to show you some whimsical things that are really fun to do and creative. You can take logs, and I think these are white birch, and you can paint just the ends of them and some of them, and then you stack them with color, and it's just really pretty and fun in the firebox. So as you can see here, you still have some color, but for some reason, it's just a little bit less strong and vivid than what you had in there, and it just pulls it together. The other thing you can do, which I think would be really fun in your house, is you take a lot of stacked books and you stack them. and you go vertical, horizontal on the slant, and you put this. And again, these are for fire boxes that you're not lighting fires, obviously. So I thought this could be really fun. I really did love this little yellow box. I don't know the exact size of it, but if it fits on the mantle, it could layer in front of the fuchsia ginger jar. It could go in place of the future ginger jar, or depending on its size, I do like it on the hearth with this other box. So that's what I did for your mantle, just a quick refresh, but I think it really pulls it in nicely. And I hope you like it.
And so I took Jill's advice and I actually took everything off my mantle to just start from scratch to show you what it looks like with nothing. And little by little, I began adding in the art pieces, layering them. I put in the vase, the candlestick, the other object, and you can see the logs. And of course, I had to have a chair. Look at how fun this is. I ordered these logs off of Amazon. I'll put the link below in the description. But it was so easy. I just grabbed whatever paints I had on hand and just began to paint the ends. And here is the final result. I couldn't be happier.
Wasn't that so much fun? My friend Jill is so talented, and she has an accessorizing course that if you're interested in learning how to accessorize your home, including like bookcases and coffee tables and pillows and of course mantles and so much more, you're going to want to check out that link, which I'm going to put in my description below. Until next week, friends, have a great week, and I'll have something else for you. Bye-bye.